Hey YouTube, Kira here, bringing you all my Blackwing Yugioh deck profile for June 2019. I felt like I've had to do a Blackwing deck profile for quite some time now. I wanted to do one ever since the third Legendary Duelists booster pack came out. Just never actually got around to it, but big thanks to my friend Anthony for letting me borrow his Blackwings for the deck profile. It's a really fun deck. For those of you that don't know, Blackwings probably really haven't looked too much into the past Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it was a really popular deck during its time, and I really do love the support that it's gotten since its release. Hopefully we can get some more support. I believe they do have a Link monster. I might be mistaken there, but if they do, hopefully we get it soon, maybe in the upcoming Battle of Legends, if it's not already revealed by the time I upload this video. But enough talking, let's go ahead and get started with the deck profile. So for those of you that don't know, the point of the Blackwing monsters are to just easily swarm out the field with having other different Blackwings on the field. So I run 3 Blackwing Boar of the Spear. If you control a Blackwing monster other than Boar of the Spear, you can special summon this card from your hand. And during the battle, when it attacks a defense monster, you can inflict the difference as piercing battle damage. So it's got 1700 attack, very easy special summon, but the piercing is just an added bonus as well. So definitely 3 of this card. It's the whole point of Blackwings are just easy synchro summons as well. So being able to swarm the field very easily definitely does come in handy. I also run 3 of one of the newer Blackwing monsters, Blackwing Shamoon, the Poison Wind. If you control no monsters and have this card in your hand, you can banish one other Blackwing monster from your hand to place 1 Black Whirlwind from your deck face up in your spell and trap card zone. Then either send this card to the graveyard or immediately after the effect resolves, normal summon it without tributing. You cannot special summon monsters from the extract for the rest of this turn except dark monsters, and you can only use this effect of Blackwing Shamoon, the Poison Wind once per turn. And during the end phase, send the Black Whirlwind you place by this effect to the graveyard and take 1,000 points of damage. But being able to make use of that Black Whirlwind is one of your key plays with this card, especially in the deck, and then just having that normal summon to get this card out. It's a really big setup card for sure with this one, so you really can't go wrong with your plays that you can make with this one. Having your search and then summon of this card gives you the Blackwing you need off the search as well. And I also run 3 Blackwing Chris, the Crack of the Dawn. If you control a Blackwing monster other than Blackwing Chris, Crack of the Dawn, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon this card once per turn this way, and once per turn, this card cannot be destroyed by a spell or trap effects. Just another easy special summon, 1900 attacks, very powerful level 4 as well. And then it's only a once per turn, but I still like throwing the 3 just so you have that option of drawing this card, just like Bora, into your hand for an easy special summon to the field. And I also run probably one of the best tuners in the deck, Blackwing Gale the Whirlwind. If you control a Blackwing monster other than Gale the Whirlwind, you can special summon this card from your hand. And once per turn, you can have the attack and defense of 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Just being able to take care of big powerful monsters with this card and then go for a synchro summon with it, being your level 3 tuner. Very useful for sure. And then just having it be an easy special summon. You just have to have your normal summon and then take care of your easy special summons with a good amount of the Blackwings you've already shown in the video. I also run 2 of the newer tuner for Blackwings, Oster the South Wind. It cannot be special summoned. When this card is normal summoned, you can target 1 of your banished level 4 or lower Blackwing monsters and special summon it in defense. Then you can banish this card from your graveyard to activate one of the following effects. Place black feather counters or 1 Blackwing dragon you control equal to the number of cards your opponent controls. Or place 1 wedge counter on each face-up monster your opponent controls that does not have one. So just options with cards like Armor Master. I don't have Blackwing Dragon in the deck. If you wanted to add it, I'll show what card to take out for it. But just being able to make use of your banished monsters off of Shamoon definitely does come in handy with this card, or even just cards you banish with the Lure of Darkness, since all the Blackwings are dark monsters. You have easy, banish targets for a lure, the draw power, and then just being able to summon them back to the field with Oster the South Wind. Very strong combo for sure. And then for some other 2-ofs, I run 2 Blackwing Blizzard the Far North. This card cannot be special summoned. When it's normal summoned, you can special summon 1 level 4 or lower Blackwing monster from your graveyard and face up defense. Just more easy special summons, especially using ones late game with Blizzard the Far North from your graveyard. 4 cards on the field just gives you an easy synchro summon to go for, especially cards like Nothin the Starlight for that play. And I also run 2 Blackwing Harmattan the Dust. With this one, if you control a Blackwing monster other than Harmattan the Dust, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon Harmattan the Dust once per turn this way. And when this card is normal or special summon, you can target one other Blackwing you control and increase this card's level by that monster's. Being a level 2 non-tuner is what I love the most about that last effect for the increase. Since the fact it's a non-tuner, being able to adjust its level means that you can go for any other synchro if you had a different play in mind, just adjusting this card's level for that play, especially, and the fact that it's a easy special summon as well definitely does help for sure. I have 2 Blackwing Breeze the Zephyr in the deck. If you didn't want to run Breeze, this is a spot filled for Steam the Cloak. Otherwise, if you wanted to take out Breeze the Zephyr for that card, when you add this card to your hand by the effect of a spell, trap, or monster, you can special summon this card, and this card cannot be used as a synchro material except for a Blackwing monster. So Black Whirlwind is a key search for this one, just for that special summon especially. Other than that, Steam the Cloak definitely does come in handy for its own effect, also being a level 3 for that spot filled. And I also run 2 Blackwing Orochi the Squall. If you control a Blackwing monster other than Orochi the Squall, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon this card once per turn this way, and if this card is sent to the graveyard as a synchro material, you can target 1 monster on the field and change its battle position. Not so much good with links, but still, you have other options to target with this card. Plus, it's another easy special summon like most of the Blackwing effect monsters we run in the deck. And to finish off the 2-ofs, I run 2 Blackwing Kalu the Moonshadow, kind of like an honest hand trap from your hand. Having a Blackwing during the damage step gain 1400 attack by sending this card from the hand to the graveyard. Was debating changing the numbers, but I like 2 of this. Other than that, it doesn't really help with your special summoning, but does surprise your opponent at times when they attack into your Blackwing monsters. And then for the 1-ofs, I run 1 Vayu Emblem of Honor, 1 Gladius the Midnight Sun, and 1 Zephyros the Elite. Zephyros with the bounce effect from for a special summon from the graveyard. Especially useful, Gladius being another easy special summon if you only control 1 Blackwing, and then Vayu for your graveyard tuner plays as well. Just 1-ofs though for all these, with Zephyros being a once per duel. Gladius, opening up multiples. You only need the 1 on the field for the special summon, and you only can have the 1. And same with Vayu, basically, for just the graveyard play. I don't really see it happening too much as often, but still very, very useful to run. And that is it for the monsters. We run a very large monster count, but it all runs so well together because you want to have a good amount of Blackwing monsters in your hand to use. For the spells, most important spell in the deck is Black Whirlwind, so 3 of this. When a Blackwing monster is normal summoned to your side of the field, you can add 1 Blackwing monster from your deck to your hand. That's less attack than that monster, so very, very good with your newest card, Shamoon, the Poison Wind, with that setup and search, being able to grab any of your Blackwings for sure. It's not a once per turn either, so you can have multiple of this card on the field to use, so definitely 3 of for sure. I also run 3 Allure Darkness. We were already talking about the banish use with your Oster, the South Wind. So just being able to have the draw power along with the banish and knowing you can get your banish cards just helps you get through a lot more different monsters in your deck. And lastly, for the spells, I run 1 Monster Reborn and 1 Foolish Burial the Foolish to set up the Zephyros or any of your other Blackwings, like for Blizzard the Far North, to special summon back, and Monster Reborn just gets you more and more resources that you can use. And I also run 3 Call by the Grave. Now, I don't run any hand traps. I wanted to focus mostly on just my Blackwing special summons, so that's why I decided just to run those numbers. But I decided on 3 Call by the Grave because your opponent's hand traps interrupting your plays, whether it be Effect Veiler or Ash Blossom or Ghost Ogre, you name it, can definitely be a pesky bother. So Call by the Grave at 3 definitely stops those plays. And then for the traps, the only trap I run is 2 Black Sonics. When an opponent's monster declares an attack on a Blackwing monster you control, banish all face-up attack position monsters your opponent controls. If you control exactly 3 Blackwing monsters and no others, you can activate this card from your hand. That's why I like this card, because it's a hand trap effect as well that you can make use of by having a good amount of Blackwing monsters, so you don't have to rely on setting it on the field to use. Other than that, I thought of Delta Crow Anti-Reverse. If you wanted to drop the number of Call by the Graves to 2 for that, you can do that. But other than that, I like Black Sonic as the only lone trap in the deck. And then that is it for the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck, I run 1 Blackwing Full Armor Master. It's unaffected by other card effects, and each time a monster you control activates its effect, place 1 wedge counter on that opponent's monster, max 1. And then after that effect resolves, once per turn, you can target 1 monster your opponent controls, add 1 wedge counter, and take control of it. Once per turn during the end phase, you can destroy all monsters on the field that have wedge counters. So very, very useful with Hostile the Southwind, setting up those wedge counters. But a strong synchro monster to go into with Shamoon and my other tuners. It's definitely a key one that I try and get out on the field as quickly as possible. And then for more, just also different options for the Blackwings for level 7s, I run 1 Blackwing Armor Master and 1 Blackwing. The gold rare makes it so hard to read Obsidian Yugioh for your level 7 plays. And then for some more, I also run 1 Blackwing Rikiri, the Rain Shower, and 1 Chidori, the Rain Sprinkling. For different plays, they're more generic options also for your level 7 ones. With Gale the Whirlwind in your level 4s, very easy to get out. For Blizzard the Far North, I run Nathun, the Sparklight, for its burn damage especially, and then also other plays to go for. And then I also run 1 Siora, the Rainstorm, and I actually wanted to run 2 Obsidian Yugioh, so there's an additional Obsidian Yugioh to run in the deck as well. I like it for the level 5 higher monsters special summon, especially with Shamoon, which is why I decided to run the additional one as well for that. So definitely apologize for not mentioning it. Actually got mixed up with the other synchros that I run in the deck. Lastly, for the Blackwings, I run 1 Assault Blackwing, Onimaru, the Divine Thunder. You just need 1 tuner and 1 or more non-tuner monsters to make it for a pretty powerful level 12 option to go into. And then for the only non-Blackwing synchro monsters I run 1 Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. It's just a good option for banishing your opponent's cards from their hand, field, and graveyard. And it's very easy to get a level 4, 3, and 2 out on the field for your Blackwings in the deck. And then lastly, for the Link monsters, I run 1 Wee Witch, having all dark monsters, being able to recycle them, power boost them with Wee Witch definitely does come in handy. And also 1 Underclock Taker, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Nightmare Cerberus, and 1 Boroload. I like the dark options just for the limitation we had with the main deck sometimes with our special summons, but Phoenix and Cerberus do come in handy just for their destruction effects as well. So that is it for the deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Until next time, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I also very much appreciate all the requests I get for deck profiles. They really do inspire me for decks I want to build. So I definitely do take them into consideration when you say them. But until next time, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And Kira Twig out.